Hello, this is Walton McCarthy. We're on session 26, shelter periods. Everything we're going to be talking about is in POP here. So I'm just going to go very deeply on this section. Strategic warning is observations of the enemy evacuation. One of the things that can happen out there. These are the two types of warning. A strategic warning, if you see the enemy evacuating, that means they're preparing for a retaliatory strike. So that's one of the indications that you should be looking for when you look on the news, or if they're recalling key diplomats. A tactical warning doesn't require any real type of interpretation. It's a missile launch, a bomb, something. But these are the two types of warnings, and they're all a matter of news. And by the way, if you want to see what's happening in somewhere around the world, it's not always the local stations that are covering that. I mean, a lot of times you can go to other stations around the world, and you can get a little better picture. A surprise attack. People always ask me about a surprise attack. For us to get a surprise attack, the enemy has to prepare for a retaliatory strike. So they have to move naval vessels into position. They have to deploy military forces to exploit the tactical advantage. They have to reinforce troops. They have to remove homeland defense to prepare for a retaliatory counterattack. They have to recall government officials. And they have to prepare their aircraft bases. So these cannot go unnoticed. I mean, really, these will always noticed. Getting to the shelter, if you don't have a shelter in your backyard, getting to a shelter may be a problem. You can always walk. You should be able to a bike. You should be able to get there in a car that's not newer than about 1985. And you should be able to get there with a farm tractor, with the Tier 3. A farm tractor is a great tool because you can lift cars out of the way. If you've got 60 plus horsepower, even the 50 horsepower, you can lift cars out of the way to clear traffic from the road. You can pull trailers of people or supplies. You can remove fallen trees on the road. You can carry firewood back to the house. You can carry water back to the house. You can haul injured people. You can lift up slaughtered animals. You can remove snow. You can farm food. You can dig graves, which is something that you're going to be doing. So this is a great tool. You try and get Tier 3 if you can, so there's no electronics in it. But don't overlook what these small tractors can actually do. This is not a great tool. This is the nonsense that a lot of the preppers followed. This is a horrible thing. It gets caught in traffic. It's low miles per gallon. It's a highly visible target. It's mistaken for the military. This is just not a tool that you want to have for disaster. So when you have disasters, at least for nuclear, you have 3 periods. The first period is surviving for 1 minute. Survive the blast, survive that initial nuclear radiation, survive the ground shock. That's period 1. Second period is a little longer. It's usually 30 days. You want to survive that attack and the decay of the nuclear weapon for the next 30 days. You're going to have civil unrest in all periods. It could be 1 day, a week, a month, or a year. But if you really have a disaster, this is what's going to happen, and this is what you have to be prepared for. Period 3, the nuclear fallout's down. It's decayed 30 days. You can come out of your shelter, but you will probably be going in and out of that shelter for the next 6 months to 2 years, because things aren't going to be rebuilt quickly. And making it more complicated is you're not sure who the real authorities are. If you really have a complicated situation, you don't know if the people that you're talking to are really the people who are in authority, and that's an issue. Sam, search assessment markings. Um, what you're going to find for the people who are not prepared, you're going to find search assessment markings on the door. Time over date, hazards, number found alive, number found dead, the agency who put the marking on. This is one example. 1,400 hours on 7/12. Rats, no stairs, one person dead, two people found alive. FEMA was the agency. And you'll see this on these doors. Here's your date and your time. Here's the agency. There's no real threats. No one found dead or alive. So this is what you can expect to see somewhere, usually on the door or the front of the house.